Hi guys, my name is Jen Adams. I am the Digital Ministry Coordinator for Shepherd's Heart Fellowship, and today I'm coming to you from my car. I'm actually about to go into Elkhart Place, which is a wonderful ministry, and I would highly recommend if you ever have time on the third Tuesday of any month at 2 p.m. Our pastors and our musicians do a wonderful job of bringing worship, message, and communion to the residents here. The devotional I'd like to share with you today is by Paul Brubaker, and it's coming out of the BRF Witness. We get these delivered to our church, and they're all outside the library doors if you'd ever want to check them out. In the back, they have this section called the bread basket, and this one is called Knowing Him. So years ago, Paul was doing renewal services for this congregation, and every night they would have open time for testimonies. During one of the services, this older gentleman named Harry stands up at the back and comes forward to give his testimony from the pulpit. Harry's testimony that evening was heart-filled and sincere. Just the week before, his wife had been in a terrible car accident. She nearly didn't make it, and the whole experience really caused him to look at his relationships and evaluate what matters. Harry said this to the whole congregation: "For more than 50 years, I've been a member of this congregation, but I've kept you, my brothers and sisters, at an arm's length. By design, I've gotten to know you, but I haven't allowed you to get to know me." And as Harry spoke, he broke down and began crying like a baby, asking that the people of the congregation forgive him. And as Paul listened to Harry's testimony that evening, he began asking himself that question: am I like that, brothers and sisters, keeping Jesus at arm's length by design? Jesus declared, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really knew me, you would know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him." It was then that Philip says, "Show us the Father, and that will be enough for us." Jesus' response was probing. "Philip, don't you know me, even after I have been among you for such a long time?" Here was Philip, one of the 12, who had heard Jesus teach, who had marveled at Jesus healing the sick, who had seen Jesus cast out demons, who had witnessed Jesus raising people from the dead, who had seen the wax in Jesus' ears, heard him snore, seen the dandruff on his shoulders or the bad breath that came from him, who had seen him sweat. And Philip didn't really know Jesus. It's possible for any one of us to simply join the church, to go through all the motions of being a Christian, to engage in lots of religious activity, and yet not know Jesus in an intimate way. Our prayer should be that of Paul in Philippians 3:10. I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of sharing in his sufferings, becoming like him in death. How well do we know each other? How well do we know him? Something for us to think about. Have a great weekend, and God bless.